the biggest mistake that's holding people from crossing that threshold from beginner to consistent to profitable. The biggest mistake a lot of beginner traders, no matter what you're trading, stock, forex, options, no matter what, the biggest thing I've noticed and I've actually done, and I'm still trying to fix this habit, right? Like we're all not perfect, but the biggest mistake I've noticed is traders essentially just over trading too much, right? So I'm gonna in this video, right? I'm gonna go over my story and how I kind of counteracted that over trading lifestyle or that over trading mindset of always needing to be in a trade, always needing to there's always an opportunity, there's always something I need to do. I'm gonna kind of go over what you can do at the end of the video to kind of counterbalance that, because once I fix this over trading mindset, sky's the limit as far as how much you can make and how far you can go. And the consistency factor is going to be there. As soon as you get rid of the overtrading, that consistency factor. So when I got into trading about like 7 years ago in college, just was trading on like Robinhood. I would use Thinkorswim, which is TD Ameritrade's platform. And I didn't really have much money. I was like in college, didn't really have much money in my account. So I was definitely under the PDT rule, the pattern day trading rule. So if you have under 25K, you cannot trade more than three. You can't have more than 3 day trades within 5 rolling business days. So every 5 rolling business days, you have 3 day trades. You can't go over that. So if I buy and sell day 1 on a Monday, buy and sell on a Tuesday, buy and sell on a Wednesday, I don't get another day trade until that following Monday. You get the point? So when you're under that 25K threshold, you have to be particular. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But I wanted, me being a youngin', me being a beginner, me being someone who was new to this trading world, I was like, I want to trade every fucking day. Like, why am I only trading 3 days of the week when there's 5 days? I'm missing out on 2 extra days every single week. And say one day I use 2 of my day trades. Damn, now I only got 2 days to trade out of the 5. So in my mind, I thought it was a good idea at the time, but in my mind, I was like, all right, fuck trading on these like regulated platforms. I started trading currencies, like currency pairs, forex, foreign exchange currencies. So the reason I did that is because there is no such thing as a PDT rule. You can have however much money in your account and you can trade however much you can without you have a set, okay, there's no 25K PDT rule. So I can trade literally as much as I want, whenever I want. And a market's always going to be available, right? That's what I thought. So that took me down the worst rabbit hole, right? Because in my mind, I was like, yo, I could go to work, I could come home, and I could trade like whenever I want. I could place like 10 trades, make like $1,000 on top of my 9 to 5, right? That's what I thought. But once I started trading on this platform, I forget what is it called. The broker was Osprey FX, and the platform was Trade Locker. Once I started trading on this platform, and once I realized there's no PDT rule, it made the over trading skyrocketed. And that was the downfall of just my account. Because when you have the ability to trade anytime you want, you have the charts on your screen, you have the charts opened, and you think every little thing is an opportunity. You find a way for something to be an opportunity. Even if there's nothing completely there, market is dead, market's not even open, right? A lot of the time. It was like 7 p.m. I guess market's not even open. And it's consolidating. There's not much going on. I find every little reason. You know when you like drag the screen open more so the candles look bigger? I would do that so it would give me like it would just look better. You know what I'm saying? The candles wouldn't look so consolidated. They wouldn't look so tight together. I would literally scroll or expand the screen, expand the chart so the candles even look bigger, just so I can force myself into thinking, this is a play, even though there's not that much supply demand there. And I got into the habit of, I was making money to begin with, but then say I placed a trade, made whatever, $20, nothing crazy. 5 minutes later, not even, I would take a sell position on something, on some currency pair. And then another 5 minutes later, I'm like, I'm bouncing around to USD JPY. Then I'm bouncing to indices. I'm bouncing to NAS 100. Then I'm bouncing to US 30. Then I'm bouncing. That was the definition of what not to do. That was literally the definition of how to blow your account, how to lose money. If I wanted to lose money, if they gave out a trophy for how much money you could fucking lose, they would give it to me, because I was doing the dumbest shit, because I had that freedom of, I could trade whenever I want. I'm not limited to the 3-day trades because of that PDT rule. The PDT rule is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now looking back on it now, but I lost so much money because I was over trading. There would be days where I'd be green. I'd be up like $200, $300, and I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'm like 30 minutes into trading, whatever. And then I would force a trade just for no reason, because I'm looking at the screen, because I'm looking at the computer. So I'm like trying to make something happen when something's not there. And that's literally, and I preach on this, discipline, and having a strategy before going into the trade. I had no strategy. I had no exit plan, no entry plan, no, I'm going to add to my position here, reduce my position here. None of that. Because when you're just looking at the charts, you just become like at that point I was treating it as gambling, right? At that fucking point I was treating it as a casino. So after a while, once you're losing money from this over trading and trying to find any little opportunity, I got to a point where I was like, and the thing was, I was trading on like Thinkorswim, and I was consistently making money, but it was like I wasn't making much money. You know, it was a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there, a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there. I'll lose a couple of dollars and make a couple of dollars. It wasn't enough for me, and I hated waiting for my day trades to replenish. So I explained my story. How did I fix it? What can you do? You're sitting here because you want to implement. Okay, maybe you're over trading. Maybe you're doing the same shit I was doing. How do we fix this? The first thing to do, the first fucking thing you need to do is stick with one market. The only thing I currently trade is either NVIDIA or QQQ. I'll trade options on NVIDIA or I'll trade options on QQQ. But I do not have a stock screener. I don't have any screeners. I don't need a million different tickers on my screen. I don't need to be bouncing around to Facebook, then bounce or whatever, Meta, to NVIDIA, then to Tesla, then to SMCI, then this, that. I literally have my two, QQQ. I have NVIDIA. And if there is no opportunity there within the markets I like to trade, which are those two, NVIDIA and QQQ, I simply do not trade. I simply just walk away. Because before, when I was trading like those pairs, it would be a list. You know, that list that comes up of all the currencies, all the possible pairs you could trade. I was literally just bouncing around trying to figure something out because I was money hungry. I was just hungry to make a move when there was no move, wasn't even there. I was forcing it. So the first thing you should do, stick to one, maybe two stocks / ETFs max. You don't need a stock screener. You don't need a million fucking things convoluting your screen, or I don't even know if it's the right term, but just on your screen. You don't need, I hate when I see like 30 fucking monitors on the screen with different tickers, because then if you're not focused on one thing. If you got a little bit here, a little bit of focus here, a little bit of focus here, a little bit of focus. Like, stop trying to, this is not a multitask thing. This is not a multitask game. And you don't need to be in multiple positions at once if you're day trading. If you're holding for long term, that's different. You got your portfolio. But if you are day trading, focus on 1-2 stocks max, no screener. And that's the first thing. All right, so say you're in a trade, right? The trade goes well, or the trade doesn't go well. When the trade goes well, we're all happy, whatever. When it doesn't go well, not so much. We try to get that revenge mindset, or we do get that revenge mindset. Whether you're up or down on a trade and you close it, walk away from the screen. Go outside. I literally go outside. I literally go to my dog. I go anywhere other than the charts. I close the screen. I go eat some breakfast. I run. I literally do anything but look at the charts, because then I'm going to get in the revenge mindset, and then I'm going to get into, okay, let's try to get it back. Let's try to make more. You either become greedy because you're up and then you want more, or you're in that revenge mindset because, okay, you got to get it back in blood. Don't do that. And the last thing I would say to fix this over trading is have a designated time that you trade. So for me, I open the charts at 9 o'clock. I live in New York, so market opens 9:30. I open the charts at 9 o'clock. I'll look at NVIDIA, look at QQQ. Then I'll go outside for like 5 minutes and come back in. I'll do my little analysis. Like let's say I open my 4-hour chart because I like to see where market sentiment is at. And then I trade on the 15-minute. I'm like, potential opportunities here, potential opportunities there. I will write it down, maybe an entry here, exit here, or I'll have a mental note of it. You don't have to physically write it down, but just have a general understanding of where you're going to enter and where you're going to exit. So I do that for QQQ and I do that for NVIDIA. If nothing is there, I don't force it. And so that's 9 o'clock. And then market opens 9:30, okay. So I literally designate from 9 to 10:30 where I'm looking at the charts, 9 to 10:30. And even then, I'm not staring at the screen for an hour and a half. I literally just have it opened for an hour and a half. Like I said, I'll go outside for a little bit. If I close out a trade, I'll go chill with my dog. And I'm not always there till 10:30. I just like that's time between the 9:30 and like the 10:30 slot, because that's when it's most volatile because the market is open. And then it gives you enough time for the market to paint its picture. So those are tips I recommend. 1, remember this. If you're over trading, if you're not making money, stick to 1 to 2 stocks / ETFs max. Just stick to 1 to 2 for now. Get a handle on a specific market, and then you'll get used to how the market reacts, how the market works, how that specific market just functions. No screener. You don't need a screener. And you don't need to trade every day. Just because, only if there's an opportunity there, it's there, so be it. But you don't need to trade every day. Once you close out a trade, number 2, once you close out a trade, walk away, go do something else. Whether you're up or down, walk away, do something else, and just enjoy your freedom. And the last thing, have a designated trading time. That can be an hour for you, 2 hours, whatever your designated trading time is. But you don't need all day to day trade at least. You don't need all day. You're in, you're out. Maybe you take 2 positions in one day. Okay, cool. 3, okay. But go reset. Go outside. Go get a glass of water. Go get your coffee, tea, whatever you need. Go walk somewhere. Like, I don't know, push-ups. Like, go do something else other than look at the charts, because you're going to force yourself, because this screen is up. This screen right here is up. You're going to be like, all right, let's make a move, right? So I hope that provided some value. Just kind of touched on my story and like how I overtraded, because like that's the death of any beginner, because you could be up, right? You'll be up. And I was often up, but then I would just give all that money back because I'm over trading. I'm literally getting money in my pockets and then I'm giving it right back. because I just forced some random ass opportunity just because I have to. So if you need to stay under that PDT rule, under that 25K to make you a better trader, do it. If you need to walk away, do it. If you need to stick with one market, do it. These are just my tips. This is just some advice that worked for me. And I'm on the journey from growing my account to 300 to 1,000, currently at 520. So it's a slow progress, but I just want to show that you can more than triple your account by just following a plan, following a strategy, and not over trading, not overcomplicating things. And I pretty much just trade support and resistance, just reversals. That's pretty much it. So stay tuned. I hope I earned your like if you liked the video. If not, tell me what I can do. Leave a comment, whatever. But yeah, stay tuned. Peace.